Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angry Prepper. So this episode, we're going to talk about These Men Will Destroy the World Part 2. Now, my Part 1, I was talking about weak men, hipsters, and bitches of that kind of nature. But these type of men, guys, are currently going out of their way to destroy this world. They are actively starting wars. Whether you believe the Ukrainian the Ukrainian president is bad, or Putin is bad, or we all know Biden is, Biden's a bad president in general. We are watching politicians, guys, putting us into situations that they could hide from. Politicians all across the world, presidents, prime ministers, leaders of their nation, they can all start some shit and step back. They could be like, fuck you, man, and then go into hiding. They could start any kind of war they want, and who pays that consequences? Who pays the consequences for that? Us, the people. The people who can't go into a bunker, 60 feet or in the ground, or 600 feet in the ground, who can't just hide somewhere, who can't get on the plane and fly above the atmosphere and stay out of the way of the shit that's going on here. If a nuclear war starts, guys, guess who's hiding? All of the motherfuckers that started it. The rest of us get to pay the fucking dear price of glowing in the dark later on, starving to death, getting sick down the line, radiation sickness. All of these things, guys, falls on us. And yet, the leaders of the world, whoever the fuck they are, they get to skate by. They get to hide nicely in their bunker in the ground while they're being fed, they're warm, and they're protected. The rest of us have to fend for ourselves. Now, it's probably been like that for a very long time, even going all the way back to the Egyptian days. It's been like that. Leaders can start a war and hang back and watch thousands, tens of thousands, if not millions of people die. Every war we've had in this country, whether it's in Russia or the Ukraine, Chechnya, Georgia, right, Iraq, Iran, Afghanistan, leaders step back and watch their people die, normally soldiers. But then when the war spills out into the public, citizens die, as we're seeing now in the Ukraine, as we did see in World War I and II. And even the Iraq and Afghanistan wars, right? We saw innocent people who had nothing to do with that die, as well as Vietnam, right, guys? So, again, leaders just step back and we pay the price. And instead of being angry at the politicians, we somewhat buy into the bullshit and we're mad at the people. Now, a lot of you know where I stand with Putin. He's a piece of shit, bar none. You know where I stand with Biden. He's another piece of shit. But American citizens should not be mad at Russian citizens, and Russian citizens shouldn't be mad at American citizens, and Ukrainian citizens shouldn't be mad at Russian citizens. Americans shouldn't be mad at Iraqi and or Afghan citizens. We should be mad at their leaders for getting us involved in this shit. We all, as people, should band together at some capacity and fight the politicians. That's who are the enemies. Not us, not the people. The fucking politicians are our enemies all the way around. We seemingly like to throw our hands up and go, well, there's not much we can do. There's a lot we can do. There's a lot of shit we can start. There's a lot of fucking things we can do to have politicians notice we're not fucking around anymore. And unfortunately, we have to start at the lower level politicians and then work our way up. There is only one way to get their attention, and I'm not talking about protesting. We are going to ultimately, guys, die if this Ukraine-Russia shit don't figure itself out. Because Putin, who is a psychopath, is going to launch some kind of nuclear war. And then President Biden, who is a vegetable, is going to fucking get us into some shit as well. NATO isn't fucking helping out at all because they're just opening their mouths and creating bigger problem. Again, NATO being an organization, those people need to be dragged out into the street as well. So all of these people, guys, who can run into hiding and protect themselves while we pay the ultimate price, they need to be dragged out in the street as well. They need to be hanging out with us in the city when the bombs drop, instead of going and hiding. They need to experience what it's like to be a people of that country, instead of what they've always done is hide in their fucking big houses making billions of dollars a year while the rest of us get fucked. Already, guys, the talk of nuclear war does not worry them because they get to hide. We don't. We got to sit here on YouTube and try to figure out fucking how to dance around this shit. Get plastic sheetings, move out of a city, whatever the fuck it is, guys. We have to alter our lives in a big way to not get killed. These guys don't. They get to live the continuity of their lives underground. There's a fucking problem. There's a problem when politicians who work for the people want to become leaders. And we fucked that up by calling them leaders. Because by calling them leaders now, guys, we took away the one word which they really are. They're representatives. They're not leaders. Leaders are people who run the country and recognize that people also run the country, and that you have to run this country with the people's help. You don't just let people run the country, that's for sure, and you don't let politicians just run this country. It's a combination of both helping out. That's how a country is run. You look at the people and go, what do you guys need? And then the people answer. And then the the representatives goes, we can meet you halfway, or we can do absolutely that. That's how you run a country. You do not run a country saying, we're going to do this. Because they started that. Again, once we took representative away from them and made them leaders, what did they start doing in this whole pandemic? They started telling us what they were going to do and how we were going to do it. They told us you had to put a mask on. They told us you had to get vaccinated. That's what they told us. And if you don't, you're going to lose your jobs. And if you don't, you're going to get kicked out of the store. And if you don't produce ID of the vaccine, you're going to get kicked out of the restaurant and arrested. This is where we are. Because we allow these motherfuckers to think they're leaders, and they're not. They're representatives, and they work for the people. That is the bottom line. So, politicians are absolutely going to destroy this world, because if they don't figure this shit out overseas, guys, we're fucked. We're going to enter a nuclear war period, and then we have to shuffle our asses out of the city, away from the danger zone, while they get to hide underground. I see that to be a big problem. Anyway, guys, this is The Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe to this channel. Like and subscribe to The Angry Truth channel, The Angry Lensman channel, and The Angry Prepper Fitness channel. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching.